You're staring down the Round 1 and Round 2 deadlines for INSEAD, and the pressure is entirely focused on one metric, your test score. We need to look directly at the raw data for the 2025 incoming class. 710 is the average for the classic GMAT, and 655 is the median for the new Focus Edition. Many applicants see those numbers and immediately treat them as a strict floor. They assume a 690 means automatic rejection. This bell curve shows the actual distribution of the incoming class. The middle 80% spans a massive range, all the way from 750 down to 670. Hundreds of candidates are sitting well below that top-line average. Obsessing over hitting exactly 710 ignores how the admissions committee operates. They review profiles holistically, weighing your overall strength rather than isolating a single testing metric. INSEAD positions itself as the business school for the world, maintaining a massive physical and academic footprint. This comparison table maps INSEAD's testing baseline against its closest European rival, London Business School, which requires a 708 Classic or 645 Focus. HEC Paris operates in a similar tier, drawing an incoming class with a 690 Classic or 635 Focus average. These minor score variations across the top tier exist because each institution weighs their applicant pool differently. LBS, HEC, and INSEAD all have slightly different philosophies on what makes a candidate competitive. Hitting a competitor's average score does not guarantee you a seat in Fontainebleau. Your test score is simply the entry ticket, proving you can survive their accelerated 10-month curriculum. Choosing between test formats is a strategic decision that depends entirely on your academic history. For engineers or finance professionals, the GMAT Focus Edition is often the optimal route. By removing sentence correction and geometry, the Focus Edition effectively hides linguistic hurdles for non-native speakers and allows your raw data logic to drive the score. The risk is the data insights section. It demands high-speed interpretation that can expose any lack of quantitative agility. Candidates from humanities or research backgrounds should consider the GRE, which INSEAD evaluates with absolute parity. The target metrics here are the 80th percentile, approximately 160 in verbal and 163 in quant. The GRE allows applicants with superior linguistic skills to offset a lack of formal business math training. Its math is often less abstract than the GMATs, though the trade-off is a verbal section that requires a massive, complex vocabulary to remain competitive. Success depends on alignment. You must choose the format where your natural cognitive strengths lead the performance, ensuring your score reflects your potential rather than your academic gaps. If you have already tested and are holding a sub-650 Focus or a sub-700 Classic score, you have an obstacle, but it is not a dead end. This mitigation strategy checklist details exactly how to address the gap. We start with the quantitative deficit. You must provide alternative quantitative evidence. This means submitting passing CFA levels or transcripts from rigorous university-level online calculus and statistics courses. This requires a massive, unglamorous investment of your time. You have to build these credentials completely outside of your standard application prep. Next, you utilize the optional essay to formally address your score gap in writing. Do not write defensively. Do not make excuses about test anxiety or a busy work schedule. Keep your tone entirely factual. Point to your alternative coursework, and move on. A below-average score only results in rejection if you failed to proactively build that alternative bridge of academic proof. Faster, energetic demands is a compelling career trajectory. You need a professional narrative that makes the committee pay attention. They look for international experience. To INSEAD, this does not mean you took a few trips abroad. It means you have a proven track record of navigating cross-cultural teams and resolving complex business conflicts in different cultural environments. If you have never lived as an expatriate, your essays must pivot to showcase extensive, high-stakes work with international clients across diverse sectors. You must also execute a deeply researched Why INSEAD essay. Generic praise fails here. You need specific mentions of professors, unique courses, or campus groups like the Indivol Club that align directly with your goals. A borderline test score can be entirely overwritten if your application demonstrates profound cultural alignment and a distinctly multicultural perspective. As deadlines approach, your final weeks are purely an exercise in return on investment. If you are sitting on a 690, grinding for 10 extra points is a mathematical trap. The diminishing returns in this quadrant are severe. You need to redirect that exact same time into perfecting your international narrative and executing your essays at the highest possible level. Similarly, candidates from non-traditional backgrounds should not force a GMAT focus prep if their strengths naturally align with the verbal rigor of the GRE. Maximizing your acceptance probability means treating your time as finite capital. Invest it where it proves institutional fit, not just where it bumps a metric. A competitive test score satisfies the committee's basic requirements for academic rigor. From there, your unique global experience and professional narrative are what secure your place in the class. Refining that academic proof alongside a distinct global story is how Leaderly maintains its 98% success rate for elite MBA programs. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more data-driven elite admission strategies. Click the link in the description to contact Leaderly, and let's strategically position your application for the 2026 intake.